Most people assume that when NASA heads back to the moon, they're carrying some sort of secret $1 million space camera developed in a hidden lab. But the reality is actually more relatable and perhaps a bit more surprising. On board the Orion spacecraft for the Artemis II mission, you'll find gear that many professionals and hobbyist photographers already have in their bags. Mirrorless cameras, DSLRs, smartphones, and GoPros. The backbone of this mission's imaging kit is a Nikon D5, a DSLR that was released back in 2016. To a modern gear enthusiast, choosing a 10-year-old camera over a mirrorless powerhouse like the Canon or like the Nikon Z9 might seem like a mistake, especially when every gram of weight matters during the launch. But NASA's choice was driven by a specific set of physics based on requirements that prioritize light gathering over megapixels. The Nikon D5 features a 20.8 megapixel full frame sensor. Because the pixel count is relatively low for a sensor of that size, each individual pixel is physically larger than those found on a high resolution sensor like the 45.7 megapixel Z9. In the extreme contrast of deep space, where you are often shooting a blindingly bright moon against a pitch black void, these larger pixels are far more efficient at capturing light while producing significantly less image noise at high ISO sensitivity. For NASA, the D5 is a known quantity. It has been rigorously tested to survive the high radiation environments and the brutal vibrations of space travel. However, the modern era isn't being left behind thanks to a last-minute push by Mission Commander Reed Wiseman. A single Nikon Z9 mirrorless camera was added to the manifest. Now, this serves as a dual purpose. Number one, it allows the crew to test how modern mirrorless tech handles deep space radiation, and it acts as a bridge to the Artemis III. This transition is vital because the future handheld universal lunar camera is actually built around a modified Z9 sensor. Now here's the gear breakdown, the pros and cons in orbit. Each piece of equipment in the Artemis II kit serves a specific role, and each comes with its own set of trade-offs when operating in zero quantity, or gravity, I should say. The Nikon D5, which is the primary DSLR camera. The advantages to the D5: exceptional low light performance and low noise at high ISOs. It features a physical optical viewfinder, which is invaluable for tracking the lunar surface through long lenses without the slight lag or battery drain of an electronic viewfinder. Now, disadvantages: it is significantly heavier and bulkier than the modern mirrorless systems, which is a major drawback for weight-restricted spaceflight. It also lacks some of the advanced autofocus tracking features found in newer AI-driven systems. Advantages to the Z9: offers massive resolution at 45.7 megapixels, allowing for much tighter cropping of scientific data. It is a testbed for the next generation of lunar cameras and provides superior video capabilities compared to the older DSLRs. Now, the disadvantages of the Z9. Higher pixel density means more noise in extreme dark scenes. There are also ongoing concerns about how its sophisticated electronics and sensor will hold up against long-term exposure to cosmic radiation without the shielding planned for future missions. Smartphones and GoPros. This mission marks the first time personal smartphones have been included, offering the crew a familiar interface for quick, candid lifestyle shots of life inside the space capsule. The GoPros, some of which are older models from 2014, are being used for a National Geographic documentary, providing ultra-wide, set it and forget it type perspectives of the cabin and the Earth. Now, the disadvantages of these smaller cameras. These small sensors have very limited dynamic range, which will lead to often blown out highlights when photographing the Earth or the Moon. They also lack the manual control and lens versatility required for serious imaging, scientific imaging, I should say, which is a little different than just taking a photo. Now, you might be a great photographer here on Earth, but in space, you can't exactly step back to frame a shot when you're floating in a cramped metal tube. This is why the Artemis II crew underwent an intensive 2-year training program led by imaging experts Paul Reichert and Katrina Willoughby. The training is much more than point and shoot. More astronauts begin with little to no photography experience. Yet they are expected to produce imagery that serves as critical scientific data. If a piece of equipment breaks, their photos are the only way engineers on the ground can diagnose the problem. Reichert and Willoughby used high-fidelity physical mock-ups of the Orion spacecraft to teach the crew how to navigate spatial limitations and lighting challenges as well. The astronauts practiced troubleshooting hardware independently, learning to adjust settings in total darkness or through the thick gloves of a flight suit. They were taught to move beyond good enough to capture images with scientific accuracy, prioritizing true colors and maximum dynamic range over edited look we often see on social media. One of the biggest hurdles they train for is dynamic range. In space, the Earth and the Moon are incredibly bright, while the sky is true deep black. Here on Earth, our atmosphere scatters light, but in the vacuum of space, the contrast is absolute. This is exactly why you don't see the stars in these photos. If the camera were exposed to see the faint light of distant stars, the moon would be a featureless white blob, kind of like you see here with these lights, my background lights here. By the time they reach the moon, these 4 individuals aren't just astronauts. They are some of the most specialized location photographers in history, tasked with bringing the rest of the world along for the ride. Now, as of the recording of this video, the crew of the Artemis II had a very successful textbook landing, and they are in recovery mode, trying to get used to being back on Earth with gravity. And then the scientists are going over all the data as well as looking at the photographs. Now, you've already seen some of the photographs, which I'll put here in this video, but I'll tell you, what they did was definitely history, and it was great for photography. And kudos to Nikon. I mean, I'm a Canon shooter, and I love Canon cameras, but kudos to Nikon for building a very high quality, durable cameras that can handle going into space and all of the conditions that the electronics will face up there. I tell you, these cameras did a fantastic job, and so far from what I've seen, hey, they look really, really good. Now, I did do a video about whether or not iPhones should be used in such a environment or for such an important job. So I'll link that video down in the description below. GoPros, hey, they've been around for quite a while now. And I can see why those are being used, not only on the interior, but I know they have other types of cameras that they put on the exterior of the spacecraft. So, we can get different shots. But interior, I mean, let's face it, GoPros have that ultra wide lens that allows you to see everything inside that tiny space capsule. So, congratulations to the crew of the Artemis II mission. Thank you very much. God bless you. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do next. And I'm hoping that the next mission is landing on the moon. So until next time, please like and subscribe my channel. I really do appreciate it, guys. Definitely doing a great job with that. Click that like button as well. And have a very, very blessed day. And until next time, take care, everyone.